Hello everybody, thank you for tuning in. Welcome to Nature's People. Today I'm going to talk about a very interesting topic, which is how do African Americans rule over America in a subtle way. Well, first and foremost, I have to clarify that I've had quite some experiences and encounters with a lot of people somewhere along various states across American contiguous USA. That's well, primarily my basic and primary source of sources where I can draw conclusions for my statements in general. Well, first and foremost, I have to say that on the surface, white Americans are the ones who rule over America. Well, simply because they are the ones who bring in the ideas, they construct the concepts, they construct the nation, they are really involved with all sorts of things and associations of the nation in general, which is something considerable. Now, moving forward with the aspect of dominance is were we to consider the U.S. without a majorly black share of the population, I think I'll not necessarily say that the U.S. would be boring. However, it wouldn't be as entertaining as it portrays itself outwards. If you guys been to Europe, you'd realize that for instance in Europe, cars tend to be smaller, tend to be more compact and more sedan type. Now that's because, not to say that white people are minimalistic, however, they don't have this boasting culture as African Americans do. That's number one. Number two, I'll move forward with aspects such as the culture. Many people tend to find Americans for being rude and sort of aggressive. I don't think that behavior or culture or ways of dealing with people has to do really with them being that way in particular. It's just that they have a state of mind and living systems that are really involved with aggression, outright outspoken people which speak whatever they feel at any given time. I have nothing against that. However, I mean, depending on where a person is from, that sometimes comes off as strange and quite hard to understand. But what can you do? It's life. It's a third thing. We talk about music, entertainment. I mean, black people in America bring a level of entertainment that is that's literally unprecedented. It's something really interesting because we talk about hip hop. Hip hop is really nice. It's a nice way of expressing feelings and emotions that is sort of engaging and positive, I would say. Now, moving forward with my statements, I have to say that it's not that much easy to survive in a society that it's multicultural, because multiculturalism and differences in thought processes is widely rooted in people's ways of living, and one type of people is trying to dominate over the other, which is something necessarily natural in a humankind. All humans want to be higher at the top, want to lead, want to govern, want to rule. There's this statement that says, give the man power, you will know who who he actually is. Now, diving deeper on the way black people rule America. If you notice, all over the places you go in the US, the people who take, say for instance, like public buses, public transport, they wake up in the morning, they go to work, they're involved in all sectors of life as far as engagement is concerned, are primarily black people and Hispanics. Why is that? Because, I mean, black people really occupy all realms of life in the contiguous USA. You know, they are part of the wealthy people. They are part of the poor people. They are part of the middle class. I mean, they are all over the classes of life. I find that to be very enlightening, very nice, very positive. And for other cases, for other like Asian Americans are not that much engaged in those things, in those systems, because they simply live in their societies, in their lives, and they don't share much of, you know, personal common points or aspects with these other people. Quite a reasonable thing. On a final note, I have to say that it's really positive to have a vibrant society where you can have all sort of experiences as far as engagement is concerned. You have people who are creative in sports, in music, in you know, in science. You have spaceships, starships being launched into space. You have new technologies emerging. You have electric cars being constructed. I mean, all things that are happening at the same time. What nation can be as bright and as better? I really cherish such societies and such nations. I think they're really positive and beautiful. Nothing to complain and to worry about. It's just a part of life and livelihood. And with that being said, I have to say that I've seen many nations around the world. One of the interesting thing about these nations is that most nations seems to be homogeneous. Like, they are homogeneous in nature. They are not, you know, they are not having a diverse racial pool. And with America, black Americans in particular, tend to have a subtle way of ruling the country because the way girls interact. I mean, I've never been in a place that was wealthy and girls were hard to get. I mean, in America, getting a girl, approaching a girl, getting her number, and you know, starting things off is really difficult and hard. That's because girls have a tendency of getting the same concept of from black girls, which are, you know, based on, you know, pride and enlightenment and self-entitlement. Sorry, and you have to chase them. So pretty much the African American culture really dominates on all remnant cultures, and they follow in without considering the hormonal, the thought processes and all that. I mean, there are many aspects by which African Americans rule the US, but pretty much I think America is a developed country that has its society really framed on African American life and thought processes. But that's all. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Please share this video, like and subscribe, and see you in the next one. Bye for now.